Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily, and today I wanted to share with you a heap of new luxury makeup products that I have been testing. Some you've seen already on the channel, some you haven't, and I guess my cemented thoughts on the products, because I have been testing these for quite some time and I have my thoughts for you. And instead of doing a million little individual reviews, I thought we'd do it all in one. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. You guys are zoomed in nice and close, 4K, no filters, and everything I use on my face today will be linked down below in the description box. They are affiliate links though, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. All right. This is not a new product, but I am obsessed. This is the Sigma Beauty Eye Primer. And it really has become my favorite eye primer, even controversially over the Rare. I picked this up a little while ago actually, one of the new NARS eyeshadow sticks. I got the shade Don't Touch, and I think they were all matte actually, so I got this one because this is a lovely one and done kind of color for me, especially if I want to use like a bold lip. I really like this color, and I have worn this multiple times. This eyeshadow, you might have seen it in some videos, especially if you're in the members. You would have seen me using this. This is just a DANESSA across my Kit Co My 31, and I'm just going to quickly blend it out. And I feel like you can just see from how casual I'm being about this, how easily it blends out. It's gorgeous. I really like this shadow stick. I like it as like a base as well. It's really nice, simple, fuss-free, easy to use. And I find it, I'm just going to build it up just a touch more just because I want to, but you don't have to. I find this on my hooded eyes does not crease. Like, it wears really well all day. Because it is that matte, it kind of sets down and just wears beautifully and has a nice longevity to it. So I've worn it on its own, and I've worn it with a powder shadow over the top. I've worn it with another cream like metallic shadow over the top and everything, and every time I've worn this, it's worn beautifully, truly. So if you are interested in eyeshadow sticks, I will have a full eyeshadow stick roundup coming soon, as well as cream eyeshadows and stuff as well. But if the NARS ones in particular are something that you're looking at, I really do recommend them. I did finally pick up I picked this up a little while ago, one of the Chanel single shadows. I picked up Brun Talpa. I mean, are we surprised? Because this is absolutely my jam. So let me swatch it. Stunning, right? Really gorgeous one and done taupey eye. Now I've again worn this on its own, wears beautifully. I've also worn it over this cream stick before, beautiful. Worn it over other powder mattes before, beautiful. This is a stunning shadow, especially if you are someone wanting a really chic, simple, cool tone, taupey, one and done shadow. Beautiful, truly beautiful. So I'm going to take this on my Sonia G Worker Pro, and I'm not even putting down any intensifiers. You could if you wanted to build up the intensity. I don't necessarily want to today, and the eyeshadow stick will provide a little bit of a tacky base anyway for me. And I'm just going to do a little one and done. Nice, simple, casual look. I also don't have a heap of time for this look, so just a simple look. Just a really pretty, beautiful shadow for mature lids or textured lids. And those of you that want just a little metallic but nothing too intense. You can also just put this on with your finger, honestly, and just kind of like lightly go like this and it will blend out. It's really a lovely shadow. It really is. A little less metallic and glitter specky than the Dior single shadows from at least compared to Beige Mitzvah. Beige Mitzvah has a bit more glitter to it. This has no glitter. It's like really like a true satin type formula. I've also been testing the Contour Clair eye stylo from Chanel. I cannot wait till the new colors come out in this in Australia. I think it's the 15th they come out. So I'm going to put this on my upper waterline and just smudge it along my lash line. Great for sensitive eyes, and I find that because this shadow is like this perfect, it's not too deep but it's a little bit deep. I don't know if that makes sense. But I can just literally haphazardly throw this across the lash line, and it adds a bit of depth, and I don't have to worry about it looking crazy. See that? Gorgeous. And while I'm here, I'll just do this as well. we will leave that there. Let's move on to our base makeup. You guys, I'm so sorry. I literally was sitting here chatting away and I've just realized it. I didn't hit record. You have not missed much because none of these steps are actually new. So what I've done, let me catch you up. I didn't have a new primer, so I put my GUERLAIN 24K Gold Primer all over my face, my Tarte Green Color Corrector on, and I mixed my Chanel Pink Color Corrector with my NATASHA DENONA and put it on my under eyes. And I was just saying, you obviously don't need both of these. I just find these two shades mixed together is like this ultimate shade of color correcting for me and my under eyes. Now you have seen this, but I wanted to give you guys my updated thoughts. This is the Tom Ford Architecture Soft Matte Foundation. I have the shade 1.5 Cream. Great shade match. So I'm going to use my Sigma F48 Soft Core foundation brush. And I kind of just spread it around, and then once I've got it all spread, I will just smooth it over lightly with a sponge. So I used this in a first impressions and I was super impressed, and you guys, I love this foundation. It is gorgeous. If you are looking for a full coverage or medium to full coverage matte foundation, this is stunning. It is so lightweight and thin on the skin, especially considering how much coverage this has. You barely feel like you're wearing anything. And if you have combo oily skin, or you're just someone that likes a really matte foundation, not like over matte where it like, you know, that feeling, but just like if you had dry to normal skin, it would be quite matte on you. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love this foundation. Love it. Very different to these other foundations that are kind of come out on the market lately, where like, you know, the Chanel Le Beige's Healthy Glow or the Fenty Glow foundation, the Prada even, it's very different. It really is a soft matte, medium full coverage foundation, but it is skin-like. Look how thin it is on the skin, and it wears amazing. Doesn't settle in fine lines, doesn't wear away awkwardly, and wears so well. And because it is this like matte finish, truly, if you're someone that doesn't want to use powder or doesn't use powder, this foundation will set down and won't budge, even without powder. It's really, really good. So I said to you guys in my first impression, I'd keep you updated on this, and it's amazing, and I love it. I know it's expensive. I'm not telling you to run out and buy it. Everyone's value of a dollar is different and preferences are different. I'm just saying, my 2 cents is I freaking love this, and performance-wise, exceptional. Also, I just want to quickly jump in and say this Dior foundation stick, I have a review of this on my channel if you are wondering where I use it, but just, I will include this in another video shortly as well where I give you updated thoughts if you are wondering. Obsessed. Obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. Amazing. Amazing. More hydrating. Like it's like a natural finish compared to the Tom Ford. Less coverage, it definitely isn't. It's like a medium coverage. You can light to medium coverage depending on how you build it and whatever. Hydrating but smoothing, and wears gorgeously and is blurring, and I love it, and it didn't break me out, which I was surprised about. So yeah, this is, there's been some good foundations this year, and I will do a foundation roundup, trust me, because they need to be talked about, okay? But I just wanted to include that in case you were wondering. The new DANESSA MYRICKS Yummy Skin Concealer. I picked up the shade 2, and I've been testing this for well over a week. I've worn it every day since I got it. That's the shade 2 right there. It's a pretty decent shade. I probably wouldn't want to go any deeper. If I was to get the next neutral shade up, I think I'd have to keep this one and like mix them. It'll be too deep, which is usually the case. So it's a little one like this. It has 9.4 ml of product, 12-month expiry, lift, smooth and correct is kind of the claims, and I like it. I do. Is it my all-time favorite concealer? No, but I do like it. Here's the reasons why it's not my all-time favorite. It's a medium coverage, and you can't build it up much more than that. It's just a solid medium coverage. So again, if you might not be someone like me, I like a full coverage concealer. I do. So, you know, you might be, this is MY8 by the way, you might be someone that doesn't want a full coverage concealer, you just need the medium coverage, in which case you might, like, that's perfect for you, right? The other thing is this is slightly drier of a formula than, say, well, definitely more so than the Chanel, slightly drier than the REFY, slightly drier than the Urban Decay Quickie, but not dry in a sense where it looks dehydrated on your under eyes or causes crepiness or anything. I do have dry under eyes, and I find this wears beautifully on them. I like to use my REFY eye balm under it personally because that adds in just some extra hydration with the wear, which I find just with all concealers it's better, right? But I forgot to put it on today, so you're going to see what it looks like without that. And I have been testing it mainly without that because obviously not everyone's going to have that REFY balm. And I can see if you have really, really, really dry under eyes, like even drier than mine, you might find this a bit too dry, but I just find I say dry, but it is, but it's just also not stripping, if that makes sense. So I don't know if you can see, it really is very thin on the skin, which is one of the reasons why I really like it. It's also very smoothing. Can you see how it's very smoothing on the skin? Very, very nice, and it wears really, really well. It really has some longevity to its wear time. I do really, really like it. In fact, I'd probably even repurchase it. I really do, and I think there'll be people out there that really, really love this, but I think if you're someone that wants an overly hydrating concealer, this might not be for you. Obviously, if you're someone with oily under eyes and stuff, it's going to be great because it's really going to work well for you. I love how thin it is. I love how smoothing it is. It really does a pretty decent job considering it is medium coverage, and I love how it wears. It wears basically like this the whole day it just wears really, really well. And that's what I love. Like I can put up with it not having as much concealer, for example, not as much coverage, sorry, if it's just gonna wear like this all day, and it does. It really doesn't move around or anything. It doesn't like settle in fine lines or anything. It's a lovely concealer. So I do really like it. Only you can decide whether or not you want to try it, but if you really love her yummy skin line like I personally do, I think you might actually really enjoy it. I also have a review of the Dior contour stick. Oh man, this has become my fave product, honestly. Like, I've tried a heap of amazing cream bronzer products this year, but this has taken the cake so far, I think, because it's amazing. I love the undertone of it. This is just my Sonia G sheer buffer. I love the undertone. I love how it smooths out or blends out. It's just so smoothing. I love the finish on the skin. Like, Dior really nailed it for me with this product. They really nailed it. And the foundation. I gotta be honest, I'm so thoroughly impressed with these products, but look how just quick and easy it blends out. And like, this is definitely more product than I really need on my forehead, but just look how easy and softly it blends out. And it's like really blurring. I love it, you guys. I'm obsessed, truly. If you can get your hands on it. Don't know when it's coming out in the US. I'll see if I can find out, but it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Under eye powder, so I'm gonna mix the Hourglass Vanish pressed powder with my MCGRATH Labs. I don't love this powder on its own. It's not long wearing enough. It's kind of too hydrating. It makes my oils come out of my skin too much and like kind of settles in the fine lines and everything. But I've just been really finding when a powder is potentially too hydrating for me, if I mix it with this one, it works really well, because this one is like a little bit too dry, that one's too hydrating, you know, nice in the middle. I also like that the Hourglass has a bit of a tint to it, especially for my under eyes. So I wouldn't repurchase it, even though I can make it work. This is just how I've found I can make it work so that I can get my use out of it and my money's worth, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I think if you have dry skin though, might be really something you quite enjoy. Actually, let us know if you enjoy this, like if this is one of your like fave powders you've tried. If you've tried it, let me know. Be really interested in what your skin type is and stuff. Obviously this is all just my opinion, like we all have different preferences and our skin's gonna react differently, right? Now, a powder that's really become a holy grail is the Chanel loose powder. I've talked about this a bit, like, oh, it is so good. I know this isn't new. Maybe it got reformulated. I just take the powder puff that comes with it. My God, this is good. Now, again, if you're someone that likes to set your face because you have combo oily skin, or you just like it, this is a good one. This should not be looked over. It's definitely, I think personally, better than even the Laura Mercier personally, because it's so finely milled and thin. Like, it's so thin, way thinner than the Laura Mercier, but it's very, very blurring. And it's also very, very like, it's gonna set and forget your makeup. Like my makeup wears so long with this powder. I absolutely love it. I still love my Face Atelier Water Glass Skin Powder that I was also raving about. Absolutely still love that. But if you don't want one of those water powders, maybe it just doesn't work for you, this would be the other option. Like, this is definitely Those two are top two in my collection, truly. Like this Chanel and the Face Atelier. Phenomenal. I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and do brows and we'll be right back. My husband is working from home today and yelling downstairs in a meeting, so if you can hear him, I apologize. We're just gonna roll on because I don't have much time for my own meeting. This is that NARS cream eyeshadow stick again, and I'm just gonna run that. The best thing about eyeshadow sticks for the lower lash line for me is you can just draw them on. It's brilliant. I love it. I'm gonna use the REFY mascara, which I've got a little hair floating in front of me. There we go. I really like it. I know a lot of people haven't liked this wand and they find it difficult. Are you gonna focus? Maybe, maybe not. No. Here we go, the wand. I know they find it difficult. I really like it. I think I just have small eyes potentially though. And I like how this wears. And I like how it makes my lashes look. Eyes are done. Don't they look stunning? Like, what a quick and easy, effortless eye look, right? Oh, love it. Again, I'm so sorry if you can hear my husband screaming. All right, bronzer. I mean, look, I can't stop raving about the Lancome Tint Idole bronzer. Like, run, don't walk when you find this available near you. Trust me. Just trust me. Okay, I'm just gonna take this on a BK 107. I just love it. It just wears so beautifully. It's so blurring. It pairs so lovely with the Dior contour stick as well. Oh, I love this bronzer, truly. Like, love it. I was just watching Robert Welsh's like new video, Gen Z want you to wear more makeup, a potentially good makeup tip. And I was like, oh, we're swinging the other way. You know how Gen Z's basically been on this train of like, don't wear eyeshadow, makes you look old, don't wear too much makeup, makes you look old, blah, blah. And now it's obviously swinging the other way. And they're talking about like, if you want your makeup to look and last longer, like apply thin, like more makeup, but in like thin buildable layers, right? And I was like, oh, welcome Gen Z. I mean, that's a little bit facetious, you know, everyone's entitled to their own trends and to do their own thing. It's just funny. Cream highlight, I thought I would give an update on whether or not I still really like these DANESSA MYRICKS Lowlighters. Yes, I do. I love them. I think they're beautiful. This one is low key. Great, especially if you are someone that has textured skin and just wants a really, really soft, subtle highlight. Or if you have really, really oily skin and you want to highlight, but you want to know that it's not going to melt any away or like make you look greasy, beautiful. If you like a soft, subtle, glowy blush, you'll probably quite like it, but I just think it's a really nice highlighting product for people that maybe have textured skin or do want a soft highlight but don't want that like really in your face blinding highlight. I also really like this on my eyes, by the way, because it doesn't crease. It's really nice. Am I still loving the Lancome highlighter? Yeah. This is one of the best highlighters around. Now, I wanted to quickly touch on as well this Dior one, because I picked this up and did this in the review as well, and I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other side so you can see the difference. I'll use just this little fluffy Smashbox brush for the Lancome. See how lovely that is? Oh, flawless. I don't really love this one. This is just the DANESSA MYRICKS fan brush from My Kit Co. It's not bad, it's just it has glitter flecks to it, so I'm just going to put that both under here though. If you don't mind some glitter specks, you'll be fine. I don't love a glitter speck personally. I like this side. It has no glitter specks and it's less texturizing. So this is for me, not so much. So I don't love the highlighter from that, FYI. But the Lancome for me, if you're a highlighter fan, it's a Rondo Walk Stitch. We finally got the Luminous Silk cheek tints in Australia. Finally, yay. So I picked up Rosy Peach, I think this is. Doesn't actually say the shade name, but I'm pretty sure it's Rosy Peach. So this is what it looks like. I'll give you a wee swatch. Very, very peach. And when I first like got it and like swatched it out, I kind of blended it out and I was like, oh gosh, this is not going to appear on my skin. However, it actually does, which is lovely and a pleasant surprise, because I really didn't think it was going to. So I just like to put it on the back of my hand. And I did see, like, I think Nikki LaRose, when I was watching one of her lives, said that the doe foot applicator like doesn't give you enough product, and that's true. You kind of need to dip it in a few times. This is a Sigma F40 just angled brush, and I just like to do this with it. You can also just use a sponge. I've actually been wearing this for about a week since I got it, and I quite like it to the point where I do potentially want to pick up another shade. What's holding me back is I need another shade of cream blush, or just another cream blush period. Like I need a hole in the head, you know what I mean? But I really like it. It's very, very thin. Tint is the right word, but it builds up way more than I truly thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like those horrible NARS liquid blushes that they tried to release. Not their cult status ones, like those new ones, or sensual ones, or whatever they're called. But very pretty, right? I just want like a pinkier, mauvey one. But I do really like that. I think it's pretty. I really like them. It's really long wearing. It dries down. These are a win in my book. They are. They really are. They're lovely. We will use the DIOR blush over this side. This is my Smashbox cheek brush. I don't love this personally. It's fine. If you're a DIOR fan, I know some of you just absolutely adore DIOR, which I totally get. I'm more of a Chanel Tom Ford lover personally, just in the makeup aspect. But look, it's fine. Is it anything that has blown my socks off? No, it really hasn't, but it's fine. If you really want to give this a go because you're like, it's just so pretty though, or you know you love a DIOR product, then you will like it. It is satisfactory. It just doesn't blow me away. I personally think it's an easy skip. I'd much recommend the contour stick and the foundation over it personally. Okay. Vive setting spray. Oh my goodness, I love this. I love the smell of it. I think I've talked about this in a few videos. The smell is the best smell ever. It's this beautiful 5-star luxury spa smell, and I can't get enough of it. I really want her to release it in a perfume. It's amazing. And this is a lovely setting spray. It is a hydrating, and I mean hydrating, version of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's my personal opinion. It sets really well and it melts all the makeup in, but it adds extra hydration. So if you have dry skin, you will love this setting spray. I have combo skin and it's fine. When I'm more oily through the T-zone, and like in summer, for example, I would just use this on the outer part of my face. There's no way I'm bringing it through here. But right now I'm in winter and my skin's like normal dry and it's amazing, but this is gorgeous. It's honestly, it's worth it alone for the smell. And I know like that's ridiculous. You don't need to comment, that's ridiculous, I get it. But if you have this and you love the smell like me, let me know. It's so good. All right, we just have lips. Kosas lip liner. I have the shade 100. I really like the Kosas lip liners. I know these were a dud. Like they first released these and they were horrible to the point that they had to recall them. And this is the release one. I want to pick up more shades. These are good. I really like them and I really like the shade range. I actually find these to be quite similar to the Rare Beauty lip liners, maybe a little bit more hydrating. Actually, no, definitely more hydrating, but a similar vibe to the Rare Beauty ones. I really like them and I love this shade because it's such a perfect like kind of match to my lip color, but I definitely want more shades in it. And then I've still been wearing my Lisa Eldridge lip balms, or whatever they're called, melting lip balms. This is Sweet Fig. I basically still stand by my exact review of these. I do have a review of this on my channel if you're wondering, where I don't think they're not going to be a must-have for everybody. There's a very specific person that's going to love these, but they are nice and they are very hydrating on the lips. So if you are someone that just wants this like tinted lip balm type effect and you love Lisa, like then it's worth it because they really do actually hydrate the lips, which is nice. I can find sometimes these tinted lipstick balm products don't actually hydrate the lips, whereas Lisa's does. They're very fuss free. You just need to reapply them a lot is all that's all that's kind of slightly annoying. So it just depends on what you prefer. But in terms of the shade, like gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, hasn't this all come together so well? I think so, in my personal humble opinion. All right, let me go fix my hair and we'll zoom out and wrap this up. All right, this is a finished look. What do you guys think? I love it. I just feel like this is a very quick, easy, chic, put together look. Like I'm about to work and jump into meetings. Obviously this has taken a lot longer because I'm like talking it through and chatting, but like when I do this on my own, it literally takes me 10 minutes, truly, it really does. But I just love it and I really like all of the products except for this one. I mean, and it's not that I dislike it, I just don't think it's worth the money, but I really like all of these products. I think they're really good. Yeah, I'm not telling you PS, to go out and run out and buy any of these. Everyone needs to make their own decisions. Only you can do that. This is just some makeup fun and my 2 cents and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm very happy. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, if you made it this far, you know you're a legend. Extra special shout out to my Lily Absolute Legends. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate you, as well as all of my other members. And I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!